Mr. Gray?
Yes.
You're wanted on the phone.
On the phone? What the... Back in a minute, Godfrey.
Well, the mystery's solved.
The mystery?
Yes, now I know what a butler does on his day off. When you worked for Mr. Gray, were the two of you always this chummy?
You see, I worked for Mr. Gray a long time, and we got to be...
Yes, that was under the name of Smith, wasn't it? Or did I hear him mention the name of Park?
He may have said that we used to take long walks in the park, sort of custom.
Oh, yes, I see. Well, if you can be so chummy with the Grays, why can't you be chummy with the Bullocks?
Oh, I try to keep my place.
Why, you're very attractive, you know.
As a butler?
No, as a Smith. You're a rotten butler.
Sorry?
Are we going to be friends?
I rather feel that on my day off, I should have the privilege of choosing my friends.
You can't go on like this forever. You really like me and you're afraid to admit it, aren't you?
Do you want me to tell you what I really think of you?
Please do.
As Smith or as a butler?
Choose your own weapon.
You won't hold it against me.
It's your day off.
Very well. You belong to that unfortunate category that I would call the Park Avenue brat. A spoiled child who has grown up in ease and luxury, who's always had her own way, and whose misdirected energies are so childish that they hardly deserve the comment even of a butler on his off Thursday.
Thank you for a very lovely portrait.
Hiya, Cornelia. What are you doing here?
Godfrey and I were discussing tomorrow's menu.
Well, don't run away.
I'm in an awfully big hurry. Goodbye now. I'll see you down by the ash pile.
What did she mean by that?
That's a little joke.
I thought I told you to send that gray satin evening dress to the cleaner.
Gray satin?
Why can't you do as you're told?
It's a pleasure.
Seems to me that every time you pick up a paper, somebody's been murdered or something. Imagine a man drowning his wife in the bathtub.
Maybe it's the only way he could get her to take a bath.
Well, if anyone ever drowned my beautiful in a bad tub, his mama would be very, very cautious. She would.
Will there be anything else, madam?
Well, I haven't asked for anything, so I don't see how I could want anything else.
I beg your pardon. I thought you were Miss Cornelia.
You thought I was Cornelia?
I hope you'll forgive me, madam, but you seem to be looking younger every day, if I may say so.
You certainly may. Thank you very much, Godfrey.
Did you send Godfrey upstairs for anything?
Did I? No, I'm quite sure I didn't. Why?
I just wondered. I was in the Cary bar today. That place is getting all run down. They're catering to a very low class of people.
Well, you shouldn't go in there, my dear. Darling, what's the matter? You're not eating anything.
Nobody cares if I starve myself to death.
What's the matter with you, Irene?
I don't mind dying if other people don't.
She's in love, haven't you heard?
It's probably her engagement. You know, several of my girlfriends acted just like that. It has something to do with your chemistry.
Maybe I...
Wait a minute, Mother. Come here, Dad. Something terrible has happened.
What is it? What's happened?
You frighten me. You're as white as a sheet.
Let's go into the living room where we won't be overheard.
Cornelia, whatever's come over you? What is it? Are you ill? Come, sit down here and let me get you an aspirin or something.
I'm all right.
What is it? What's troubling you?
Do you remember the pearl necklace I got for my birthday last year?
Why, yes.
What about it?
It's disappeared.
Maybe somebody stole it.
Will you fill your gob full of chicken and keep out of this discussion?
I was only trying to help.
We don't need your help. When did you find out about this?
I put it on my dressing table this afternoon. I went upstairs just now and it was gone.
My mind, it's cost such a lot of money.
I'll say it did.
Well, what are we going to do?
I'll go call the police.
Never mind, Dad. I've already called them.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what I want to know is, when did you miss the pearls?
During dinner, I went to my room and they were gone. She probably lost them. She's always leaving them around.
Nobody asked you anything, lady.
If you're going to be rude to my daughter, you might at least take your hat off.
When we're on criminal cases, lady, we keep both hands free.
You mean to imply that I'm a criminal?
All I know is that it's an inside job. Who's that?
It's Mother's protege.
No wisecracks. Is that your son?
That? Say, listen, I've made a lot of mistakes in my life, but I'll be hanged if I'll plead guilty to that.
Stop picking on Carlo.
He wouldn't have time to steal anything. He's always too busy eating.
Who are you?
Yes.
Where's Godfrey?
He isn't feeling very well. Who are you staring at?
Just a minute, sister.
If I thought that were true, I'd disown my parents.
So you got a passion for jewelry, huh?
Yes, and I got a passion for socking cops.
Where are they?
Most of them are in cemeteries.
Where's the necklace?
Maybe I swallowed it.
You mustn't accuse Molly. She's been with us for a long time.
Well, that in itself is some recommendation.
Thank you, Molly.
You're welcome. If you don't mind, Flatfoot, I'll turn down the bed.
Who is this Godfrey?
He's the best butler we ever had.
Oh, I'm sure Godfrey didn't take them, although we don't know much about him.
Godfrey wouldn't touch those old pearls of yours with a fork.
Just a minute. What do you mean you don't know much about him?
Well, you see, we didn't get him from an employment agency. My sister found him on a city dump.
Oh, I see.
Are you accusing Godfrey?
I'm not accusing anyone. I only want my necklace.
Oh, it's so silly to think of Godfrey wearing a pearl necklace. Oh,
Where is this butler?
He's probably in his room.
Where's that?
It's back this way.
Come on, snap out of it.
I suppose you notice he's been drinking.
He has not been drinking.
Well, I don't blame him if he has. This family's probably got to him, too.
Do you mind if we search your room, Godfrey?
Somebody lost?
There seems to be a pearl necklace missing. Do you know anything about it?
Oh, let's look for it. Too bad.
It's too bad for you.
I wouldn't be so cocksure of everything. This is a serious matter.
Well, the pearls couldn't just get up and walk away.
She probably threw them out of the taxi like she did last summer.
Just look under the rug. Maybe that's where I put it.
We'll do the searching, Godfrey, old boy.
It's a pleasure.
oh, this is all very silly. I can imagine a woman stealing pearls, but what would Godfrey do with them?
Look under the mattress.
Yes, there's a dandy place.
Well, they're not here.
They must be there.
Just a minute, lady. What makes you so sure they ought to be under the mattress?
Why, I read that that's where people put things when they steal them.
Oh, yeah?
Say, what are you up to? I'd like to talk to you boys outside for just a minute, if you don't mind. I'm terribly sorry, Godfrey.
You see, I told you so.
We're all terribly sorry, Godfrey. Come, Cornelia.
Yeah.
I'm terribly sorry, boys. I want to apologize for my family. They're all slightly hysterical.
Yeah, we sort of got an idea what you're up against.
Well, now I'd like to let the whole matter drop. She'd probably mislaid her necklace. As a matter of fact, I'm not certain that she ever had one.
There's something phony about the whole thing.
That's all a mistake. And if you don't mind, I'd like to send a little check around tomorrow to the pension fund.
Okay, Mr. Bullock. Thanks very much.
Good night.
Good night. The whole thing's forgotten.
Good night, boys. Now, just what have you got to say for yourself?
Aren't they going to do anything about it?
No. And it's probably a good thing for you that they're not. And there's something else I want to tell you. If you don't find your necklace, the joke's on you, because it's not insured.